Libra, welcome to your Astroflower reading here for the week going from the 21st to the 28th of August. Yes, a lot more consistency within the energies now. We've been through that week 2 or week 3 of August, which has been fluctuating, turbulent energies, the Lion's Gate. You should be manifesting things, opening up that whole sort of manifestation thing about your future, and you are in that autumn period as well, that transition between one year and the other, seeing what worked in the past and what you want to work in the future, what hasn't worked in the past and how you can correct it or mitigate it from your life. There's a lot of things to be sorted out and arrangements to be made within you. Let's just see what's going on. We will be doing the monthly readings, by the way, during this week, so I will see you there for that. Let's just see what's going on for your reading. Hope you have a lovely reading. Overall energy here is the Five of Cups. This is the old energy. Maybe you are holding on to the old energy too much. You're holding on to something, it's easier to fail than to succeed. And you can kind of go, well, it didn't work. Well, it was normal, that's what life's all about, it didn't work. Get out clause, I think that is. Easy way out. The Five of Cups here, it's moving away from those Three of Cups there, any sort of social or networking or business or anything like that just didn't work. And moving on to something that is new, that's very fulfilling, that brings you into alignment with who you are. So you can cross that bridge and then go to that new town and that new discovery, exploring new avenues in life. I think that's really important. So don't look to the past, look to the future and start exploring it. Okay? On your relationship side, you have the Emperor, owning your physical presence within your relationships and engaging with it in a very authoritative way within you of what you want and how you want it. And this is what I was talking about, the Five of Cups here. It's much easier to turn around and just allow things to destroy your life because then you can sort of turn around and say, well, it wasn't me, it was the outside world. And here I think is within your relationships, you've got to own it. You've got to own your future. And in order to own your future, you have to be engaged in it. You have to have complete power. You have to step into your power in regards to your relationships that are around you. How is the universe influencing you? Yeah, stopping this repetitive nightmare. This is exactly what I was talking about with the Five of Cups here. It's moving away from that idea that, it didn't work again. Why didn't it work again? Because you're allowing it to sort of happen. You're not owning your space, I think, in the way with regards to the relationship. And I think the universe is sort of pointing that out to you here. It's sort of saying, this repetitive nightmare that you may have had in your life has got to come to an end. If you really want it to be beautiful, you have to own it and you have to engage in it in a very particular way. Yeah, you're coming from the Eight of Swords, a place where you're feeling very stuck, stationary, you're not moving, there's no movement in regards to your relationships that are around you, which is, I know it's difficult to make that choice, to make that leap of faith. Yes, it could go all wrong, of course it could. But then again, if you don't take that leap of faith, nothing is going to happen in your life. And that will be an absolute shame, not just for you, but for everybody. And I think the universe, much as your past guides and etc., are trying to break you free from that repetitive thing that just is holding you back in regards to your relationships. It's now in time to own your future. Yeah, and this is your future self. You've got the Page of Wands, getting into the passions of what you should be doing and where you should be going. And it is movement. This is where you got these two stationary cards, the Eight of Swords here and the Nine of Swords. They're not going anywhere. And this is where your future self is sort of saying, okay, if I really do want happiness in my life, I'm going to have to go out the front door and engage in it. And I think this is really important and difficult at the same time for you, Libra. Because it's difficult to make that initial decision, to make that, to be the initiator of it. Because obviously you don't want to get it wrong. But then again, not doing anything is getting it wrong, I think. And it appears that way. You've got to stop from being that stationary thing and start owning it and owning it in your future. It's going to bring, the moment you do, the moment you step out there and start owning it, this is where you're going to get healing. This is where you're going to feel yourself bringing yourself back to who you are, back to home, back to enjoyment. It's a blessing in disguise, moving in a way in the relationship, so you can feel that sort of that wellness within you, that feeling of calm and the feeling of knowing that this is where I should be and this is what I should be doing and this is the person I should be with. And it's, you know, I almost get off this as like, it's like, you know, once you start stepping out and engaging with that passion within you, it's someone that you could actually be with just to the end of your days, as it were. You know, and you find that happy medium once you start stepping into the world. If you don't step into the world, yes, you're probably not going to find that person, and it's, you know, but it's within your karmic path to do that. With that Emperor card, it's in your karmic path to own it, to step into your power, to engage in your passions and allow your passions to be that driving force that brings you back to harmony and healing for you as a soul and as a spirit, and with a connection with other people. It's a real blessing in disguise that is almost here with this repetitive nightmare and feeling stuck. It's forcing you out in order to go out and get it. On your work side, you got the 10 of Pentacles on your karmic path here. Yeah, you're probably carrying too much. You're probably trying too hard as per usual, Libra, and you do try hard. You know, you try incredibly hard. Sometimes, you know, you do try too hard, and you try and make everything to be work well, and that's understandable. But perfection does not exist, and do not try and carry the responsibility of the world upon your shoulders. And I think this is a learning curve that you're learning here, according to what has gone over the last year and what is coming into the future. Basically, it's part and parcel of doing that end of year review which you're going through at the moment, and just recognizing the things that you're just carrying too much on. How's the universe influencing you? Strength. They're trying to build up your courage or your confidence within you and quell your doubts. That's what the universe is trying to do. And in order to do that, this is where you've got to let go of a few things and allow you to be a lot more free-flowing, basically. How is the past trying to influence you? Over-planning, I think, with this Two of Wands here. This is your past. I think you've been planning so much that you're not actually going anywhere. And this is the unfortunate thing about the Two of Wands. There is travel involved that you need to move. There is movement that needs to happen here. In between the stationary cards, there is a lot of movement. And I think there is movement that you need to do, and it's been on your cards, and you've got to now sort of instigate it. Don't over-plan things. There is a case of just sort of saying the world is at your fingertips. Go out and get it. And, you know, you can plan it as you go, as it were, but it's time to go on that journey. You've come, that's what your past, you've planned it all, so now it's a case of just going ahead and doing it. Yeah, it's going to bring you security. It's going to bring you abundance. It's going to bring you sort of authority within the group that is around you, within your workspace, because you know through knowledge and understanding of what you've got to do and where you should be going. And that's what should be flowing through you as you go forth into your life. Let's just see what the general overall outcome is for you. Playing smart. A lot of people have been getting that, actually. I think this is, once you've unladened yourself, this is where you're going to be able to play a lot smarter for a beautiful future, and engaging in the future in a way that makes you makes you sort of like a cut above the rest, as it were. But in order to do that, you do need to engage. You do need to realize that maybe you're just carrying way too much on your shoulders, in order for the your job to blossom beautifully. And that's what seems to be the playing smart aspect of it all. Okay, let's just see we're going to clarify with the Light Seers card. Thank you very much for being here. Do appreciate it. There's loads of links in the description below to private reading sessions and healing sessions. There's also a link to for the workshops that I'm going to be giving in the UK, in the US and in Australia. Just send me an email, tell me where you are in the world, and I'll be able to tell you where your local energy workshops are with my good self. Yes, so thank you very much for being here. Let's just get on with the okay, so overall energies, clarification here, walking away from those 3 of cups towards the 2 of cups. This is what I was telling you, this is what I was saying about, and this is what you need to engage with. Once you engage with that, then the repetitive nightmares are going to come to an end. You know, you're going to start traveling within your work and enjoying it. It's going to bring you security. It's going to bring you abundance. It's going to make you, you know, feel that you're really engaged in a really beautiful adventure, basically. What's the Emperor card? 8 of Swords. You've got to own your future. You've got to step into your power so you stop being stuck in a repetitive thing that just keeps coming up and up and up. And it is a bit of a nightmare, and the universe is trying to signal it to you, and you've got to hear it. And that's what's going to help you step into your power. 7 of Swords, playing smart. This is what the universe wants for you. You've got to realize that, as I said, like sometimes, you know, we have this repetitive thing that, you know, it's much easier to fail than to have success, of course. And if you sort of start saying to yourself, oh, well, it's bound to fail, then yes, it's going to fail. But then that's okay then, because then you don't have to really try. You know, it's okay, it was bound to fail, so I didn't have to try. That's what I think you know, that's what it's all about. We all do it, don't worry about it. You know, I'm not calling you out in particular. We all have that sort of tendency within us. It just seems to be that with you, Libra, when you're really on one, you can really manifest things, you know. So I would be very wary of that. Oh, both of these cards want to come out. Yeah, you need to free yourself up, start on a whole new journey with the Ace of Pentacles, and go towards falling in love, basically. I think that's really important. Moving away from being stuck and allowing you to actually fall in love. You know, the world is out there, and you've got to go out there and engage with it, I think. Let's just see what's happening with the Knight of Wands. This is about going on a journey and being very passionate about things, engaging with your passions, basically. I'm going to take that one because the cards just keep jumping out at me now. So yeah, 4 of Wands, moving on to happiness, moving on to a new paradigm. Could even be marriage in a way as well. I think this is where your passions are going to start driving you towards. If you start engaging in it, it's going to be very, very joyous and celebratory. The moment you do start following your passions, it's going to lead you to a whole new dimension, a whole new way of being. But you've got to go ahead and do it. There's no one that can do it for you here, Libra. Only you can do it. And I think that's what the thing that is holding you back. With the 4 of Swords, you get the Page of Wands, opening up this new pathway. This is, I think, you've deciding to engage in this new direction for you, or this not necessarily a new direction, or taking a direction within you. And this is where you start opening up. So your future self, that's going to bring you harmony, peace of mind, healing, as it were, is you being opening up your pathway and passionately going ahead down your pathway. I think it's going to bring a lot of benefits to you. With the 10 of Wands, you get the Knight of Swords. This is totally you card in a way. This is, you know, you're going on a mission in the future. You're carrying too much. In order to go on that mission, you've got to let go of a few things within your material world, and that is going to bring you to a, you know, it's going to make you streamline where you should be going and make you feel a lot more passionate about your future. With the Strength card, it's giving you the strength here, this Knight of Pentacles. It's giving you the strength to just go ahead and do it, to live it, to start working, to start heading off. It's all very well sort of like, you know, having great great ideas and stuff like that, great anticipations, but then you've got to go ahead and do the actual work, which sometimes can be quite difficult for you. But now the universe is sort of saying, no time like the present, start start engaging in it, you know, which is a difficult time for you because you're in your autumn period. And maybe it's you've been waiting a little bit too long for it. You know, over planning things. I think this is where you've been waiting for the ultimate precise moment. I think it has arrived for you, and I'm not sure you actually took it on board. I think you got swamped by too many other things in your life, too many other responsibilities in order to feel at one with what you're doing within your workspace. Planning your future is, you know, makes you feel very content. You know where you're going, but then you've got to go ahead and do it. And that's the sort of thing that I'm sort of, you know, it needs to engage. And that's what comes out of the Knight of Pentacles. There is a certain, and you got two knights at the base here, and two kings are here as well. So it is about going off on a mission. You've got now 3 types of knights on the table. It's something. There's a whole new thing building up inside you. You know, and over planning can sometimes kill it. You know, kill the passion and everything like that. So just go ahead and do it. Just go ahead and do it. And with the King of Pentacles, you get the Queen of Wands. Could be a divine counterpart within your workspace. With the King of Cups to the Queen of Wands. Someone who brings in a lot of passion within your life, brings in a lot of inspiration in the here and now, makes things very vibrant and bubbly. This makes you feel a lot more secure and content within yourself, because it builds up those passions that are within you, and it's bringing through that King of Pentacles, that security. If you want that security and that knowledge and that understanding of who you are and where you should be, you have to engage in the little things in a very passionate way. Look to the future and not the past. You've got a lot of possibilities here, Libra. It's just waiting for you more than anything else. Ace of Cups. Playing smart here is just following your heart. That's all you need to do here, Libra. Just follow your heart. Follow your heart's desires. What do you want to live? Just follow it. Just go ahead and do it. Once you do, it's going to bring you really good success. With the security through the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Wands, it's, yeah, going off on that mission and just having faith in the mission more than anything else. So there you go, Libra. Thank you very much for being here. I really do appreciate your support. Got your monthly readings coming out this week, so I will see you there for that. Don't forget to subscribe on your way through. In the meantime, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.